Hello and welcome back to another Final Table commentary. If at any point in time you find yourself not caring for the commentary, there'll be a link in the description down below to the video and KalipokerTV poker replays. So you can go check out the action in some silence. With all that being said, we got a 5K Titans event from March 23rd. We got Ponikov ripping in the 10s to start things off. That'll get through for him. We got Hello Toddy on the final table, European with a couple of 4s. Got QAA, Garin, Herringbois, Iba, Rewards, and No Let. Rewards with the ace and the jack will come on in for the open. 9-10-0 for Herringboy in the big. Can play call here. Although we might want to preserve chips. We're not in the money. We got 3 players to bust till we get there. Ace 5-5 flop. Herringboy does defend the big blind. Rewards bets 1.2 blinds, and Herringboy will probably just get the heck out of there with 10 high. Little pot slides over to Rewards. So we got an interesting little final table. We got 86k for the victory. That's a big number. 5k buy-in. Titans event title on the line. Ponikov with ace 4 of hearts. Come on in for the open. Iba in the big with a queen and a jack. QAA with this big ass stack, 110 blinds. Little pocket pair will just let it go. Iba with 32 blinds behind, 1 in the middle. Do we even want to call here? I suppose we will, but Ponikov off 12 blinds is a scary open ace jack 10 flop. Middle pair for Iba with the straight draw to the king, of course, and then Ponikov has top pair, backdoor nut flush draw. Ace jack 10 flop goes check, bet, 2 blind bet. Iba's in a very weird spot here. We are going to put in a call, 8 on the turn, so there's no flush draws at all. Rainbow board. Iba picks up a straight draw to the 9 to go along with the king. Queen or jack would also work. 10 blinds in the middle. Ponikov has 8 behind. Boo, 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 boo. Obviously, this is a fair spot for Ponikov just to yoink it all in. They could check it back, hope to see a fair river, but they do elect to jam. And Iba will get the heck out of there. So Ponikov up to 18 blinds, out of last place. But just barely with 18 blinds, I already said that. Great start. Queen 5 suited Q will come on in for the open. Using the bigger size here, 2.3 blinds is cool to see. Nobody has a playable holding. The raise will just get through pre. Ace jack suited for Hello Toddy. That looks like an open Garin with an ace and a queen. Could 3-bet here. They do find it a quick 3-bet to 5 blinds. Hello Toddy could be in trouble here. They might need to find a jack or some hearts dealer. There's also some chop potentials. But we'll obviously have to see the board first. I don't even know if Hello Toddy calls here. Do we just find the fold? We're in last place, so we might yoink it in. Hello Toddy goes in the tank here. Not too happy about this situation. 3 more blinds to call. They yoink it all in for about 17. Do. Garen's starting to think this one through and says, yo, I didn't necessarily want to see this, but I suppose I might have to call here. What is it, about 12 more blinds into a pot that would be about 36. Garen deep in the tank. Again, I thought we were going to call eventually, but maybe Garen lets this one go and Hello Toddy gets it through pre. They get it through pre. Hello Toddy up to 24 blinds after that one. They're still in the game. So we got an interesting chip distribution going on here. Ponikov in last place with about 17 blinds. Jack 5-0 in the big will fold. No Let might 3-bet here with ace 3 suited. But what I was going to say is we got Iba off 27, Garin off 26, Hello Toddy off 24. And then players like European and Herringboy hanging out at about 36 blinds. No, we don't know who's gonna bust, is what I'm trying to say. We don't know. Anybody could go. King 10 suited for Q will come on in for the big open again. Herring Boy will 3-bet the 10s. No let with 8-9 suited. Thinks about it but lets her go. Q goes in the tank. It would be cool to see a 4-bet here. I wonder if we can find a non-all-in 4-bet and fold to the 5-bet. Q says we won't play any mind games here. We'll just let her go. Herring Boy takes down a little pot. 40 blinds. Hanging on out just fine. Comes on in for another open. This time with King 10-0. Ponakov with an ace will think about something, but probably just find the fold off the 16 blind stack. European with Queen 5-0 in the big. Probably not going to defend here. Just a raise and take it down pre for Herring Boy. Q in the big with 8-7 suited. We'll see a Hello Toddy open. Maybe Ponakov rips threes. Not likely, eh? 16 blinds. I don't know. We'll see. No, they just fold the 3-3. Hello Toddy with ace queen will come on in for the min open. European with queen jack O in the small. They're going to think about it, but I think we find the fold here. We're not too happy about the situation. European says, Brendan, think long, think right. We'll come in for a 3-bet. Oh, we face the 4-bet jam. European will just get out of there and lose 5.5 blinds. And we move along as blinds go up. King Jack this time for European on the button. Ace 5 suited for Hello Toddy from the cutoff. 24 blinds deep for both players. Hello Toddy probably going to open it up. European again could go for a small 3-bet. It might just fold instead of calling. So it's going to be like a 3-bet or fold situation, I think. So the 3-bet does come in. 5 blinds is the size by European. All in again by Hello Toddy, and European gets punished, giving Hello Toddy about 10 blinds. They're going to have to get out of here. Just find the fold. Ace Jack for Eba will come on in for the open under the gun. Queen 10 suited for no let, a couple seats over. Thinking about a 3-bet here. I wonder if we ever play call. No let says, this ain't no bounty tournament. We'll just find the fold here. King 9 for Herring Boy in the bag. Just gonna find the fold. What do we got going on here? Ace 4 suited for Hello Toddy. Toddy does come in for the open. 8-10 suited for Q. They'll go for a 3-bet to 6 blinds. Eba in the big with an 8 and a jack. We'll let that go. Question is, does Hello Toddy find another 4-bet all in? They did a good job of chipping up here. They got 30 blinds. They certainly don't want to bust right now, but they are just playing for chips. So they could rip it in. They go deep in the tank. And just let her go. Nice little steal there by Q. Ace Queen for European. Hopefully they can get a few chips. Doesn't look like anybody has any holdings. Probably just be a raise and take it down pre. Like Eba again with a jack 8 suited, this time from the small. Not going to play that. And rewards with 9-3. Oh, we'll let that go. What do we got going on here? Not too much. King Queen for Herring Boy. Probably going to raise and take it down pre. Ba 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 boo. 10 and a 2 for no let. That's a pretty bullshit holding there, Poker Stars. No let agrees and finds the fold. Wow, more bullshit. Q with an ace 7-0 from early position could come in for the open. They do elect to go for the 2.3 blind size once again. And they'll take it down pre. Ace 5 suited for European. We'll open it on up under the gun. Eba with King 8 suited. We'll think about it, but probably find the fold. And again, just nothing doing here, so everybody's going to let this go. Hello Toddy with 9-5 in the big blind. Might call, I suppose. They do like to see themselves a good flop. No, Hello Toddy just passes on the spot. Ace 8 suited for Garen might open. Rewards with 10-9 suited would open if folded too. Garen lets her go. Rewards quickly opens it up. No let gets out of the way. Ponikoff with Queen Jack O off the 10 blind stack will fold. European with a couple of 3s in the big. Might yoink it in pre. I don't know if we want to call. I don't know. Do we just fold? What do we do? European says, actually, Brendan, we can play call. We can play call and play a little post flop. Ace Queen 5 flop goes check bet, fold it, and we're moving along. European with a straight, or backdoor straight draw, sorry. 3 of a kind draw will find the fold, and rewards with the flush draw takes down a little pot. Ace 10 for Garen under the gun off 18 blinds. It is a weird spot. We've got to play the hand some which way. Garen says we'll go for a min open. Ace 9 for Q in the big blind. Let's see a couple of aces out there, dealer. Queen 8 2 flop. Shouldn't be too much action. No hearts out there for Garen. We'll see if they go for a little c-bet. They do. Q with a backdoor straight draw with that 9 of spades in their holding. Yeah, they're just going to find the fold on the dry board. Rewards with 7-7 will come on in for the min open. Hello Toddy with King 10. Oh, probably going to find the fold. Ponikoff with 3s. I'll let that go. Garen with Ace Deuce suited in the big blind. We could always see a small 3-bet. That we could. Would be a beautiful play by Garen here off the 21 blind stack. Make it like 6 blinds or something. They just play call flop top pair. Ace 9 5 flop. Rewards goes for a little c-bet, looking to take the pot down. It's obviously not going to work in this instance. Garen with top pair snap calls 10 on the turn. Rewards gives on up. Looking for a 7. They find a queen on the river. Garen bets 2 blinds for value. Also effectively a little block bet. Rewards just folds the 7s and we move along. Again, not much doing here. There's going to be a lot of folding going on. Q with Jack 7-0 on the button will raise to 3 blinds and take it down pre, maybe. Herring Boy with King 7-0 in the big will fold. Wow, Poker Stars is just setting everybody up. Q with the Ace 4-0 might open it up. Garen with Ace 10 on the button. Do we even want to call here? Kind of a stupid spot for Garen off 25 blinds. It's the big stack. We might come in for a 3-bet. Calling feels weird. Garen agrees that calling feels weird, and they just find a fold instead of putting in a small 3-bet there. Just get out of the way with the Ace 10-0. Ebo with King 10 suited in the small blind. We'll eventually fold around to them. Mickey Mouse thinking this one through. What do we do? Do we limp it in? We do limp it in, and I suppose we call a raise unless it's an all-in. Rewards makes it 2.5 blinds. This is very cute. Eba calls and we get an Ace 8-5 flop. Does Rewards find a way to steal this one with 3-10? Oh, whoa, no diamond in their holding. They go for a small little c-bet, 1.8 blinds. Be really cool to see a float here by Eba with the backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw, and king high. Eba goes in the tinker and lets her go. Nine for Garen. Ponikoff with Ace 5 suited under the gun with 9 blinds. We'll rip it all in. Eba folding an ace is bad news for Ponikoff there. As Garen will play call with the 9s. Eba will fold rewards and no let will also get out of there. Any 5 or ace or 3 dealer. A 3 on the river. Ace 5 or 3. Ponikoff finds a way to get there and survives with 21 blinds. Garen down to 18. Hello Toddy with King Jack suited will raise under the gun. 3-3 for Eba. Probably going to think about it and find the fold. 18 blinds. We could always 3-bet all in, but I don't know if we want to do that with 3-3 on the final table here. Eba says, I'll think and fold. Ace 8-0 for Ponakov in the big blind. Weird spot. I think we got a call though. We stick in a 3-bet to 6 blinds. Whoa. Who is expecting this? Does Toddy fold? Do we 4-bet all in? Calling feels weird. Toddy goes in the tinker and finds the call. 10-6-6 flop. Ponakov gonna go for a very small bet here, and we'll see if Toddy floats. Very interesting hand here. Two very strong players. Ponakov actually bets much larger than I expected. 5.5 blinds. Toddy will think this is a weird sizing. I'll go in the tank. It'd be really cool to see an all-in here by Hello Toddy. Looking to buy the pot, of course. Just, this is a paired board. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. There's a flush draw, but I don't understand why Ponakov bets so big on the flop. Toddy does find the call, which is interesting as they pick up a straight draw to the queen. Ponakov checks. 10 blinds behind, 25 in the middle. If Hello Toddy finds a way to rip on the turn here, they bet 2.5 blinds. What does Ponakov even do against that? Does that work just as well as an all-in? 10% pot. Toddy's gonna need to find a king, queen, or jack, I think. Ponakov goes in the tank with their 9.5 blinds. I think the big bet on the flop just gave it away. Had they bet 10% themselves, Hello Toddy will probably call. We'll see the 9 on the turn. Ponakov might check. Then Hello Toddy might bet and take the pot down. Very interesting little happening here. All in by the ace 8 with 70% and Hello Toddy folds. Woo, what a read by Ponakov. And they will take it down. That one felt like it was going to be Hello Toddy's pot, but no. Ponakov goes deep in the tinker, rips and takes her down, and European gets aces but no action. So 36 blinds for Ponakov, and the strong play gets rewarded with a pair of queens from the button. Q comes in for the open with 9-7 suited, and will probably fold to the 3-bet here. Ponakov plays call. Looking for some 9s and 7s, maybe a 6 or an 8 to give Q a straight draw on the turn. A heart would be cool. Q bets 2 blinds. Ponakov calls and we smack a 9 on the turn, so Q has top pair, 11 blinds in the middle. I don't think we want to get them all in. Q bets about half pot. Not sizing up a river jam. 32 blinds behind. Ponakov goes in the tank and says, I might go for a raise here on the turn. What do you think about that, Q? Can you imagine if he somehow folded? That would make no sense. Surely we gotta play the queens. Why are we this deep in the tank? There's the all-in. Something in my belly said he was gonna fold somehow. But it's like, it's Ponakov. He isn't no fool. I was just wondering why we used like 30 seconds of time bank before we made our action. Anyways, Ponakov rips it all in for the 32 blinds. Dumbledore goes deep in the tank here. Top pair. We've had 5 blinds. We got a raise under the gun. Call from the button. The blinds fold. We get a 5-4-2 flop. Dumbledore bets small. We get a call from Ponakov. 9 on the turn. We make top pair. We bet half pot. And our opponent rips it all in for 32 blinds. Doesn't that just feel like we're fucked? once you talk it on out. Doesn't it just feel like you're behind? Nice fold by Dumble. Ace 10 for Ebo. We'll see if they come on in for the open. They do 2.3 blinds. Ace 7 suited for no let. No let goes in the tinker here, thinking about a 3-bet, and they do find it. 5 blinds to go. Q in the big with the 6 and a 9. Very nice, but they will fold, of course. Ace 10 for Eba hits the muck. Nice steal there by no let. Very nicely done. Ace 10 this time for rewards. Dumbledore has ace jack suited in the small blind. I don't know if we 3-bet or do we just call here. We got the big stack, 83 blinds. Rewards opens off of 36. Ace jack plays call from the small. Garen with a king and a 3 in the big blind will get the heck out of there as we get a queen 10-8 flop. Is this a double gutter? King or a 9. Dumbledore finds the king on the turn, making the nuts straight. Rewards with a pair of 10s. Suppose they have a straight draw to the jack as well. They see this big ass bet though. 8.4 blinds, and they're gonna have to find the fold with the pair 10s. King queen for Ponnikov. Looks like an open off the 48 blind stack. They go for the min raise. Herring boy in the big with a king 2 might see a flop. Q plays call with the 7s from the button, of course. So it's 1 blind into almost 8. I think king 2 suited has to come along. Although we really want to preserve chips here. 4-3-2 flop. Like, I'm wondering if we just fold the pair of 2s on the flop here. Just get the heck out of there. As Dumbledore bets 2 blinds. Yeah, the 2s do just hit the muck. Ponnikov as well will get out of there. The 7s take down the pot. Another ace jack suited for Dumbledore. Hello Toddy with the short stack. 5-3. Oh, we'll let that go. Herring boy with king queen in the small blind sees the big open size. 4-4 for Eba in the big blind. We might be going 3 ways to a flop here if Herring boy calls. They 3-bet to 7 blinds instead. And what do we do with ace jack suited here? Very strong holding, but we shouldn't expect Henry Boy to be doing this too wide. We do get a call, 8-7-2 flop. Ace high beats king high, let me tell you, and we got a backdoor flush draw. 4 blinds is the bet. Dumbledore snap calls, deuce on the turn, pairs the board, no flush draw for a Q. Herring boy does block some flush draws that we'll call. Do we bet small again? No, we rip it all in. 18 blinds to go. What do you do with your ace jack suited here? Beautiful play by Herring boy. And Dumbledore finds the fold. 42 blinds. They go up. So Herring boy at 31, but they're feeling comfy now. No let with a queen and a 9 off a 49 blind stack. Will come on in for the open under the gun. Rewards with a 5 and a 4 in the big blind. Suited and booted. It'd be cool to see a flop here. 23 blinds behind. We might have to fold. Instead we call. We get into ace 5-3 flop. So pair and straight draw for rewards. Backdoor flush draw for no let. And ace high board. We see bet. We see bet small. 1.4 blinds. Rewards plays call. King of spades on the turn. Does no let just go bombs away here? Or do we check back our equity? Got the second nut flush draw on a board that should be really good for our range. We go for a bigger bet, 5 blinds, sizing up the river jam. On the pair of 5s hit the muck. Nicely done by no let. Oh boy. King 2 suited for rewards in the small. We'll limp it on in, know that with 10 and a 5. 10-5 will raise to 2.8 blinds and take down the pot pre-flop. Ace for Garen off the 10 blind stack. Might just min raise, take down pre. They bet 3.5 blinds and that will still do the same job as everybody else has nothing. Jack 3-0 for Ponakov. We'll find the fold, of course. 10-9 suited for Garen. Queen for no let. We'll get the chance to open Hello Toddy with King 10 in the big blind. Ponakov with an 8 and a 3, the same suit, thinks about it but finds the fold, of course. Hello Toddy's in trouble here as they flop top pair with a good kicker. No let with the overpair, of course. So Hello Toddy's going to need to find a king or a 10 to stay alive in the tournament. They call with 21%. King or a 10, dealer. A 9 would have been not a chop. No let, takes down the pot. GG to Hello Toddy. They had some nice 3-bets against, some 4-bets against European 3-bets. Taking down some pots pre-flop, built a little bit of a stack. Unfortunately, had an interesting hand against Ponakov with the King Jack suited versus Ace 8-0. Raise under the gun, 3-bet pre-flop. Paired board with a flush draw. Ponakov bets. Hello Toddy plays call. Ponakov checks the turn. Hello Toddy bets small, and then Ponakov goes deep in the tank and rips it down, and that was a major pot that Hello Toddy lost. And pretty well wrote the ending for their story here today, as Ace Jack will, I think they went for the limp. Q raises it up. European rips and takes it down pre. Not much doing here. 9-2-0 for Q. Garen with 8-2-0 sees a min raise. They find the fold. No lit with the Queen 10 suited. That looks like a play. Again, nobody else has really any holding. Nothing to play back against. No let with. 8-2 suited in the big blind. I think we just fold. Herring Boy off 30 blinds. We're 2 off the money. We got short stacks out the ass, and we got 30 blinds. We just gotta find a fold. 8-9 suited for Q. Will come on in for the open. Ebo with Jack 9 in the big blind. I don't know if we play here. We might defend our big though. We're in last place. We can call and see a flop maybe. We do call and see a flop. Ace 10-4, excuse me. Dumbledore bets a big blind and takes the pot down. Queen 10 for European. I'll just find the fold. Fold it around to Ebo with 9-8-0 from the small, who might rip it in looking to take it down pre. Instead they just let it go. Rewards with the Ace 4 suited. Gets a walk. Queen Jack suited for European. Do we fold? I don't. Yikes. What do we do, European? Feels like we have to play it. They come in for the bigger raise. 2.3 blinds. Ebo with King Jack will fold. No let with Ace Jack is going to call the big blind. 10-5 flop. Backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw, 2 overcards. European might put in a c-bet here. It's a paired board. They check it back, 5 on the turn. So we got some chop outs to a 10 or a jack. Otherwise, European needs a queen. 6 blinds in the middle. If I'm European, I think I go for a bet here. And then if I'm no let, I think I call. We'll see what the river brings us, dealer. Although this is uncomfy with Ace Jack. Oh. Ace on the river. If I'm no let, I check. Let European bluff. No let checks. If I'm European, I just check it back and lose. Although this is a great card to bluff. Question is what size. We might rip it all in. Nah, 4.5 blinds. And no let will do the jamming and take the pot down. No let just plays call. Wanting to see what European had. And they take the pot down. Ace 8 for Garen off 10 blinds. Now that European's a shorty, Garen might just fold here. They do. Jack 10. So the thinking is European might bust. Iba might bust. Garen could find a way to sneak into the money. And there's also rewards there with 19 blinds. Who could find a way to suffer a cooler as no let raises King Jack 3.5 blinds and takes it down pre. Which is the thinking for Garen is like we might be able to sneak into the money. And that goes the same for Iba and European. Rewards is kind of like shitting their ass. They're like, would you short stacks bust already? I came in here with a fair stack and I'm down to 19 blinds. I'm sweating the money. I'm just trying to play for 13k right now. That's a damn shame. Anyways, no let will raise the Jack 3 suited. European with King 10 suited in the big blind. All in. Nice. All in comes in and takes it down pre. Oh, looks like we got a break to skip forward through. Ooh, queens for Dumbledore. Ace 9 suited for European. Does Iba ever rip in Ace 3-0 with 5 blinds? I don't think so. I think we just fold in this situation. I think so, right? Oh, excuse me. Bonikov with an Ace 6-0. Thinking about coming in for the open here. 30 blinds. I think so. Bonikov says, no, we tighten up, Brendan. Don't be a fool. Look who's in the big blind. That's Dumbledore. The pocket pair of queens. European might rip it in here. Now they raise 2.7 blinds. And Q will raise to 4.4. That's a damn shame, eh? If European can be a wizard, they'll find a fold. But I think we might play all in, and we do. Q finds the call, of course. We're looking for an ace dealer. We find a 9, so European makes a little pair, but that's no good. Queen knocks out European. And just like that, we're down to 7. One more player to bust, and we're in the money. Iba could get in there. Iba off of 5 blinds could sneak into the money. Queen 7 for no let will raise to 2 blinds. Ace King for Garen will rip it in for about 9.5 and take it down pre. So we lost 2 very strong players in European and Hello Toddy. We still got a wizard in no let and Ponikov. Herring Boy I've seen often. Garen I've seen often. Not familiar with Dumbledore or Iba. Rewards I've seen a few times. They play a strong game as well. Ponikov with 9-9. They'll come on in for the open. Ace 8-0 for Garen will fold. Iba with 8-3 suited in the big blind. I'm actually not sure what to do here. 4 blinds behind. 1 committed to the middle. We got a suited hand. Got an open off a 30 blind stack. Do we fold because it's Ponikov's open? Like, Ponikov shouldn't be opening a lot here. Iba does think that went through and just finds the fold. Good shit. King 3 suited for no let. Looks like an open off the big stack, maybe. No let says no. It's not a big stack open. King 3-0, however. Q will raise. Rewards in the big blind with an 8 and a 6. We'll just find the fold and we're moving along. Jack 10 for Q. We got no let in the big blind. Do we fold? What do we do? Dumbledore gonna do a little think over and quickly open it on up. 2 blinds is the size, which is interesting. 9-8 suited for Garen will hit the muck. Rewards with a pretty hand as well. Has to let that go. No let will complete the big blind. We get an ace 9-7 flop. All clubs, neither player with a club. Q bets 1.5 blinds. No let with the middle pair. Backdoor straight draw. We'll find the call. 5 on the turn. Would be cool to see Dumbledore fire a barrel or two here. Just go bombs away on the brick turn. 13 blinds is the size. That will quickly get the job done. What a play. Snap 13 blind raise with Jack 10 high on a 3 flush board. Damn. Ace Jack. Herring Boy raises to 2 blinds. What a play by Dumbledore. King 10 for no let will 3-bet from the small. Make it 7 blinds to go. And Herring Boy does fold the Ace Jack. Nice little steal there by no let. There's been a few of those now. Ace Deuce for Garen under the gun just finds the fold. Ebo with 3 blinds and a pocket pair. Probably gonna just fold as it's the worst pocket pair. Ebo might just say, fuck it, I stick it all in. As Garen has 13 blinds. Rewards has 17. We have 3.28. We might have to get in the pocket pair here. Eba thinks about it for quite a while and just lets her go. King 9 suited for Ponakov in the big blind. They'll open it on up to 2 blinds. Dumbledore rips in Ace 4-0. And that will get through pre. Ponakov, King 9 suited, of course. Very pretty holding, playable, but can't call the all-in jam for 30 blinds in this situation. Ebo with 3 blinds and an ace under the gun. Ponakov with Ace 10 suited. If Eba finds a way to get away from this, that would be some wizardry. No, they raised to 3 blinds. No surprises here. And then Ponakov probably... Do we raise? Do we call? What do we do? Do we fold? Oh, we gotta call. Ponakov clicks the call button. So Eba's looking for a 5 or some backdoor hearts. I wonder if there's some chop outs. Yeah, potentially. But we're gonna need some runner pairing the board. Where's a good start? 7 on the turn. Ooh, a queen or a jack is also a chop. So what's chops? Ace, queen, jack. 10 is not a chop as Ponakov makes 2 pairs with the ace kicker and they take that down. We lose Eba. But we do enter in the money now. We're in the money. So let's see what we got. We got Garen off the short stack, 11 blinds. It's not going to be easy to get them out of the tournament, but if we can... And it looks like we got a huge battle brewing between No-Let and Q. Ponakov trying to hang in there and make it a 3-way battle. Herring Boy, also very capable. Has nothing going on here. Queen high, we'll check it on down. Rewards as well with no draw. King high is still best. We'll take a small pot. But Herring Boy could always bust. Could always get back in the game. A full double up would give him 44 blinds. And you know what? That'd be a very comfy position. Ace 4 for Dumbledore will raise to 2.3 blinds. Rewards folds the Ace 9-0 in the small. No-Let with 10-3 in the big. We'll play call. 6-4-3 flop. We don't really want to see No-Let give chips to Q. So hopefully some hearts come, or a 3 or a 10. Q bets 6 blinds into a pot of about 6. It's the slightest of overbets. Get a call and a queen on the turn. 17 blinds in the middle between the 2 big stacks. Turn goes check, check, king on the river. Does No-Let ever bluff somehow? No, we're just going to show this one down. And 17 blinds will slide over to Q. Blinds go up. Garen with Ace 10 suited will rip it all in. And take it down pre. Garen off 11 blinds. Ace Jack under the gun will come on in for a jam. Looks like they'll get it through pre-flop again. Q with a king and a 4. Real shit, holding facing the all-in under the gun. Ace for Garen. Bonnikov with king 3 suited. No let with 5-4 suited might come in for the open. Does it ever go open from no let? Bonnikov fold, Q fold, Garen call? Got 12 blinds. Do we just call here? Call. 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 Beautiful happening. Jack 7-2 flop. Beautiful, beautiful happening. This 5 high's got some backdoor straight draws and a backdoor flush draw. We'll go for a 2 blind bet. Garen says, I don't have a spade in my hand. I'm going to rip it all in with 91% and we'll take it down on the flop. We got an extra 2 blinds out of him. Queen Jack for no let. Right back in there with the open off the 46 blind stack and they'll take it down pre. Queen 4 suited for Bonnikov will come. No, they won't. 24 blinds. They will not come on in for the open. Queen 3, however. Queen 3-0 does open for Q off the big stack. Rewards with an ace in the big blind. Got 13 blinds that will rip them all in and take it down pre. What's going on here? Rewards with a queen and a 9 in the small blind. We'll limp it on in. No let checks back king 8 and flops top pair king 6-2 flop. Not much doing for rewards. They check it on over. No let checks it back. Rewards checks again. No let bets. Half pot. Do we ever go big? 2.2 blind, so it is a bigger sizing. No let says yes, Brendan, go big. That's a spot where you go big once the flush draw comes flush draw comes in on the turn. Straight draws, bunch of them. You bet big. No let limping in an ace in the 3. Bonnikov with a 9 and a 4. Checking it on back, picking up a straight draw. Backdoor flush draw for both players. No let with a pair of 3s. See a diamond on the turn as Bonnikov bets a blind. Just want to see some action here. 8 of hearts. Not the card we're looking for. Like, what about the ace? Ace would have been cool. 2 pair versus straight. But whatever. Bonnikov with a little straight draw to the 6 or ace. Bonnikov goes deep in the tink and bets over the pot. 5.7 blinds. 4.8 in the middle. If I'm no let, I think I find the fold here. But to be fair, that 8 shouldn't be all that impactful. Ace on the river. So Bonnikov makes the straight as they sized up the river jam. No let makes 2 pairs. Interesting little happening here. Bonnikov will rip. No, that will go in the tank and save themselves. Well, miss diamond 6-7, 9-7 somehow, 9-6. Any 4 is a straight. What about? Nah, 2 pairs probably don't do this. Like 5-3. No let says I'll snap call, so they think maybe 2 pairs will go for some value there on the river. And then there's still going to be some missed diamonds and missed straight draws, so no let snap calls. And they see the bad news. Bonnikov with a queen jack and the newfound stack will limp it on into Dumbledore's big blind. Dumbledore raises to 5 blinds with 8-2-0. Bonnikov likely to see a flop here in some manner. They play call and we get a king 10-7 flop. Backdoor hearts for Q. Backdoor straight draws, but that wouldn't give him a good holding. Bonnikov would make a better straight. Bonnikov is open-ended. Backdoor royal flush draw. Sees a huge bet, 8.5 into 10.8. Do we ever just jam? Whoa, what do we do here? We call 8 on the turn. Are you serious, Poker Stars? So Q's got the best of it for the time being. Panikov looking for a 9, Jack, Queen, or Ace. 28 blinds in the middle with 8 deuce O. We check it back. Jack on the river, so Panikov is saved. This will probably go check. This is a 1-liner to a 9. If Q bets, they might actually take the pot down. And if Panikov bets, which I wouldn't expect, I don't know what they're expecting to happen here with the pair of jacks. Like, you're not going to get called by a worse. You're going to get called by a better, and it's not necessarily the best bluff. Anyways, Panikov just checks, of course, like a reasonable human being. Q shows him the pair of 8s, and that's no good. So just like that, Panikov up to 60 blinds, no let down to 29 now. Q still with the big stack. Well, min raise into Garen's big blind. It's pretty disrespectful. King of high board is top pair for Garen. Nothing doing for Q. They bet small, 1.4 blinds into almost 5. Garen raises to 3.2, and we get a quick fold by Dumbledore. Queen Jack for no let will open it on up. A7 for Garen in the small. They're just going to let that go. Herring Boy off the short stack will call 6-3 suited. Ace King 4 flop goes check, bet, fold. We're moving along. Check, bet, fold comes on in. 5-5 for Q. That'll be an open. Herring Boy with Ace 10 suited might rip it all in from the small. Whoa! Herring Boy sees an all in. Oh, it's only 20 blinds effective. My apologies. That's not too alarming. 5-5 is a very reasonable rip here. I think it's actually the best play. Like, an open sucks. You don't want to call a 3-bet all in. Anyways, Herring Boy looking for an ace or a 10 or a queen. We don't find it. There's a lot of spades out there, but no spades for either player. The pair of 5s hold up for Q, and we lose a body. King for Panikov. Not going to get much action here. No let, might limp, and there'll be a raise and a fold. Something like that. Limp, raise, fold, and we're moving along. 3.5 blinds is the size by Panikov. It would always be cool to see a 3-bet from the small blind here. I just don't think we can call King 2-0. There's the 3-bet, however. 9 blinds to go. Hopefully Panikov just plays call. Maybe let blast off. Call. No, we click it back, and that's just going to take down the pot. 5.5 to call, but no let has King 2 offsuit. I'll have to get out of there. Ace 9 for Garen will raise under the gun. Not much doing for anybody else. Dumbledore in the big blind with a queen and a 6 will call. Queen 6-0, 7-5, 2 flop, and we get a lead from Dumbledore. Backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Dumbledore takes the pot down. Nicely done. Panikov with a king and a 6 on the button. We'll come on in for the open. Garen calls the big and flops a straight draw on the queen jack 5 flop. It goes check 5 on the turn. Panikov picks up a little flush draw, and the king high is still best. Panikov tinks it over. 5 blinds in the middle, smells juicy to him. They bet 1.7 blinds, and the straight draw will fold. Queen 10 suited for Garen in the small blind might fold to him. Panikov with 6-7-0. This big stack will let it go. Jack 2-0 will come on in for the open. Jack 2-0 sees an all in. No, Garen will call. No, does Garen fold? What do we do, Garen? I don't know. I just went through all 3 different options there. Do we ever make it a small 3-bet? Garen says no, just rip it in. Just rip it in and take it down, pre. Q will get out of there. King Jack for Ponikov. I'm gonna raise under the gun and take it down pre, I do suppose. Yes. Lots of that going on here today. Ace 6 for Dumbledore, they'll raise it on up. Ace 9 for Garen. Garen thinking 3-bet here. 19 blinds. Do we just call? We do 3-bet to 5 blinds. No let with Queen Jack suited in the small. We'll have to fold. King 7 for Ponikov, and the big gets out of there. And Dumbledore also folds the ace. Ace Jack for rewards. We'll get a chance to hear from them. They'll rip it all in for 11 blinds and take it down pre. If they go for the min raise, Q will play call, and we'll see a flop. Now rewards rips and takes it down. 8-7 suited for Ponikov. Looks like an open. Yep. Queen 10 for Q. Calls the small and flops. Interesting. Straight draw to the 8 or king. Still has the best of it with Queen high. Ponikov with a straight draw to the 10 and the backdoor heart draw. 1 live card, or sorry, 3 live cards with the 7. 5 on the turn, no heart. Ponikov picks up a straight draw to the 6. So 6, 7, or 10, and Ponikov will take the pot down. A big juicy bet. Don't think it works. Ponikov is going to find it though. I think it's an overbet. Even though there's no flush draw. Ponikov says, nope, not quite. Not an overbet. We'll make it 8 blinds. Quick call by Q. They make the fucking nuts, yo. 25 blinds in the middle. They check it on over. Ponikov has 8 high. They might go for a bluff here. And Q will show him the nuts. Is this an overbet spot? A slight overbet, 29 blinds. Q, of course, will rip it all in. No need to call here. You have the best possible holding, Q. They know that. They rip it all in and take it down. 7-3 for Q. 110 blinds, well deserved. Played that hand beautifully with the Queen 10. Check the river, let Ponikov overbet 29 blinds into the pot. Beautiful, beautiful poker. Q showing us they know what they're doing out here. 10-4, 4 flop goes check, check. 8 on the turn goes check, bet, fold, and Q takes it down with 7 high. Just being a bully with the big stack there. Ace 3 for no let in the big blind. Rewards with 11 blinds and a queen and a 4. We'll rip it all in. No let says juicy, juicy opportunity to get back in the game. Ace 3-0. We do call 61%. We're sweating the queen's 4s. Backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Rewards finds no help on the 7 of hearts turn. Oh wait, a straight draw to the 6, sorry. Anyways, Rewards is out of here in 5th place as they don't find any help, as I was trying to say. No let back in the game with 32 blinds. Ponikov with 30. Garen with top pair here, 5 blinds in the middle. Your opponent has bottom pair, backdoor flush draw. Let's see if we can get some value. 3.5 blinds, that's a big juicy bet. Q is not happy about this. No, we're not. It's also an interesting size as it'll put, what, like 11 blinds in the middle with like 16 behind or something like this. Weird sizing by Garen there, in my opinion. Jack for Ponikov. We'll get a call from the big blind. Garen with the ace-7. Sees 2 overcards. Backdoor flush draw. Paired board kind of sucks. Small bet. We have an easy call. Don't know if I said it, but backdoor straight draws are in there. Oh, check raise by Garen. This is a beautiful little play. It's not going to work out in this instance, but blocking the ace-high flush draws that will call. Beautiful, beautiful play with the backdoor straight draw by Garen. We pick up a 5 on the turn. So what are we looking for? A 4? Specifically a 4, and ace would work. Garen goes bombs away. Hopefully we get like 7 of diamonds or something. No, that'd give Garen showdown value. So we need like the 8, 9, 10 of diamonds or something. Instead, Ponakov rips on the turn. Garen with 12 blinds behind is just gonna let it go, I think. They do have 16%, which is interesting. 12 blinds into a pot of like 35 or something. Yeah, I feel like we have to fold. Garen goes deep in the tank and says we might call. No. We don't actually have a flush draw. We block it. Garen lets her go. Blinds go up. Polakov with an ace and a jack will raise it on up. Queen 8 for Dumbledore goes for a 3-bet to 6 blinds. It's not going to work out, but wait. Ponakov might call. And then we can take him off the pot post. Ponakov just folds pre ace jack. Oh, what a play by Dumbledore with Queen 8. Ace 4 for Garen. We'll rip it and then take it down pre. Bunch of 10-2s. Ponakov in the small with 1. Excuse me, I think we let this go. Yep. 10-2 for Ponakov. Gonna find the fold. Queen 6 for Q. We'll rip it all in. Garen with Queen 10. It would be cool to see them play call here. Nicely done. No 6 dealer. Don't you dare. Oh, you fucking did it. You went and did it, dealer. Poker stars, you rigged mother. Man. Garen played a strong game, but they're out of here in 4th. 10-4 for Q. We'll raise and take it down pre. Jack for no let. Looks like a raise. King 5 for Q in the big could 3-bet. No, let's just play. Oh, he plays 3-bet 5.5 blinds. No, that might rip it in and just take it down. Do we ever play call and let him blast off? No, we rip it in and take it down pre. Alrighty. 29 blinds for Ponakov and no let. Q with the big stack, 103 blinds. It will call from the small with Queen 8 suited. Ponakov opening up Jack 10 on the button. No let completes the big with 7-5. Oh, we get an ace 10-7 flop, all heart. Or sorry, not all hearts, but there's 2 hearts. Ponakov does have a backdoor straight flush draw, but Dumbledore blocks that. Anyways, flop goes check, bet, call, fold. 3 of clubs on the turn. Turn goes check, king on the river. Queen high is no good. We do block that queen jack though. 10 blinds in the middle. And we bet 1.3. Well, this isn't going to work. Ponakov with a straight blocker and a pair of 10s. Does it work? It works! Q's getting away with murder. Oh boy, Q is put on an absolute show here today. Whew. Not much doing here. Ponakov with Jack 9 might limp it in. Q with Queen Jack. What a play by Q. Super small bet. I immediately thought that's not gonna work. Ponakov says yes, it will work. Anyways, we got an ace 7 flop. Got some potential chop pots. Get a 1 blind bet by Ponakov, a call by Q, a 10 on the turn. So an 8 would be horrific. Right? Both players make a straight. Oh, Q wouldn't make a straight on an 8. My apologies. Sorry, I misread the board. Ponakov would make a straight. What about a king? Nope. It's only a straight for Q. Anyways, we'll just read the action here. We get check on the flop. Ace 7. 10 of clubs on the turn. Goes bet. Small raise by Queen Jack. And Jack 9 hits the muck with a straight draw. King Jack will go for a disrespectful min raise from the small blind. Ace 3 calls the big. 5-4 flop goes bet. I think no let calls. We could always raise as well, but we can't fold no. We do call 10 of hearts on the turn. Goes check. Huh. There's no let bet to protect. No, we'll just check it down to the river. The 8 of diamonds, an inconsequential card. Goes check, check, and no let takes a little pot. Ace 4 for Q. We raise it on up. No let 3 bets the queens from the small. Ponakov will fold. Q will fold. It's a little worried we're going to see a 4 bet all in. Ace queen for Ponakov. Ponakov, limping it in, facing the raise, ripping it in, all in dealer, we take it down pre. Ace king for Q. They're gonna go for another disrespectful min raise? That'd be interesting. Or do we change up the pace with our strong holdings? We do change up the pace, which is unfortunate. I was just hoping to see Q go for a disrespectful min raise, and maybe that's just their strategy. Jack 8 for Q will raise from the button. Ace 7 for no let 3 bets and takes it down pre. Ace Jack versus Queen 6. Ace Jack versus Queen 6. Ponakov raises the 3 blinds. Very interesting happening here. Quick raise to 5.5 by Q with the Ace Jack suited, and they take it down pre. King 6 suited for Q will limp it on in. So they've gone for a min raise, a 3.5 blind raise, and a limp. No, that must be just thinking to themselves, what the fuck is going on here? 9-4-0 goes for the raise, and the suited king will hit the muck. Very interesting hand of poker, even though there's only 2 bets gone in. No let with 3-5 will limp it on in. Queen 4 will raise it on up small to 2.8 blinds. This is some beautiful poker here. No let calls. 10-9-7 flop, pretty boring stuff. Hopefully Ponakov bets and takes the pot down. We don't want to see this go check, check, no let, make a pair of 5s, and then they somehow scoop the 6 blinds in the middle. Ponakov will size it up for a turn jam if they want to. They bet 3 blinds and take the pot. Is this a flip for Ponakov's life as they limp it in? Q rips, Ponakov calls. It's a flip for Ponakov's life. They find 10, however. Just no 3 dealer. No chop outs out there. Q loses a big flip, and just like that, Ponakov right back in the game, 42 blinds. 8-6 for Q, raising it up, taking it down pre. 3.5 blinds was the elected size that time. Jack 9 for Q, they'll raise the button. 6-5 for Ponakov in the big. They'll play call. 4-4 king flop. Goes check, check. 6 on the turn, goes check. Q bet small, 1.3 blinds. Ponakov with the pair of 6s gonna call. Ace of hearts on the river. Looks like a good spot for Q to bluff with that Jack of hearts in their holding. Ace is a good card for them, and they just check it back. The pair of 6s will take the pot. Ace deuce for no let. Looks like an open. They go for the 2.2 blind size. Jack 5-0 for Q. We'll let it go. Queen 9 for Ponakov. They'll raise it on up. No let with 8-4 and the big just gets out of there. Jack 8 for Q. Raising it up. 5-2 for Ponakov in the big blind. Could always go for a 3 bet. No, I'm just joking. They play call. King, Queen, 10 flop. Got a straight draw for Q. They bet about half and take it down. No let with Ace King. Not too much doing for the other 2. They'll raise 2.2 blinds. 10-6 suited for Ponakov. Is thinking about something mischievous. They do just find the fold. Jack 4-0, however, will come in for a 3-bet to 7 blinds. No let will probably rip it in and take it down pre. I'm just wondering, do you ever make it like 14 blinds, 13 blinds, or whatever the sizing would be? 13.8? No let says, yeah, make it 13.8 blinds and take it down pre. King 5 for Ponakov will go for the open. 4-3 suited calls the small for Q, and no let with Queen 7 suited in the big. Flops a pair 7s on the 10-7-6 flop. Straight draw for Q to the 5 will lead on out for 1.8 blinds into 6.4. Get a call by the pair 7s and another 7 on the turn. Can you imagine if a 5 comes? 15 blinds is the bet by Q. No let looks to be getting a full double here. Don't rip, just play call, just play call, just play call. Weird sizing here by Q, by the way. If we're going to go for an overbet, I don't think we have to go this big. No let will rip it in and take it down. 8-6, Q will let that go on the button. No let now in first place with 60 blinds. Huge misstep by Q, who, if we're being honest, played a damn good game up to that point right there. And they have this weird straight draw gutter to the 5, 4 high, no back. I wonder if there's a backdoor flush draw, I don't remember. But then we lead small, we get a call, board pairs on the turn, we overbet real big, sizing up the weirdest river stack to pot ratio. No let we'll rip and take it down and have the biggest stack in the remaining in the tournament. And they got a top pair and the flush draw. And the straight draw to the 6, Ponakov. Solely looking for a 6 that's a non-spade here. We see the 7 hearts. Can you imagine if Ponakov just blasts off now? No let we'll just have this big stack. Like, do we just overbet? Oh, 7.5 blinds that you'll never get back. No let will take her down with the pair of queens. Ace 3 versus Ace 2, blind on blind. This could be a little bit of trouble for Q. Ponakov might limp it in. Q checks it back. Queen Jack 10 flop. Ponakov bets 1 blind. Quick call by Q. They pick up a flush draw on the 9 of clubs turn. 1-liner to the king or 8. Ponakov checks over the straight. Q bets 2 blinds, half pot. Ponakov likely to call here. 10 on the river pairs the board. River goes check, and about 9 blinds will slide Ponakov's away. So Q's still in the game, but they are down to 54 blinds. Things haven't been going great for him for the last little bit here. 8-9 will limp it in. 3-2 checks it back. 9-4-2 flop. Q a top pair bets 1 blind. No let with the bottom pair. Backdoor straight draw. Backdoor flush draw calls. Jack of diamonds on the turn goes bet. Big bet. 3.9 blinds into 4.4. No let calls with all their equity. King of spades on the turn. That's a river. King of spades on the river goes check. And the 9s will take down the pot. Ooh, deuces go for the open. Ace 7 for no let. Wouldn't mind a 3-bet. And then Ponakov has the ace 10 in the small. Might 4-bet all in. No, just quickly folds in the deuce. Also, deuces hit the muck. No let being the big stack bully and getting one through there. Oh, excuse me. King 6. No, that's a king 5-3 flop. Goes check. 10 on the turn. Jack 6 for Ponakov. Checks. Q with ace 6. Bets 1.2 blinds. Half pot. Excuse me. Got the hiccups and I'm yawning at the same time. It's very uncomfortable. 5-7 limps it in. Ace 5 for no let in the big blind. Checks it on back. Queen 7-6 flop goes bet. Call. We're off to the turn. 10 of hearts. Goes check. We're off to the river. 6 of hearts. Goes check, check. And, oh wait, I didn't even realize Dumbledore had a pair of 7s. I thought it was just 7 high. My apologies. Anyways, Q with the aces. Aces for Q. Straight draw for Ponikov to the 7 or queen. Q with the backdoor nut flush draw. Bet 6 blinds over the pot. Are you serious? Are we pricing out the straight draw? We just priced out the straight draw on the flop just like that? What an unfortunate happening that was. Limp pot. Ponikov with a 7. Sees 7 deuce, raise it up and take it down. Pretty nice play by Q. Trying to get back in first place position with 65 blinds. No let with 67. 1 in the middle. We'll raise it on up with the 10 and the 5. They don't know this, but it's a value raise. 9-5 for Dumbledore hits the muck, and we're moving along. King 4 for no let. We'll raise. Raise. No, they limp it on in. 5-3 for Ponkanov. Ponkanov. Raise. No, we check it back. 10-8-5 flop goes check. What do we do with our little pair? 2 blinds in the middle. We check it back. Queen on the turn. Ooh, do 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 do. Doobity do 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 do. No, that bets 2 blinds. Ponkanov. Again with that little pair of 5s. Checking back the flop. Jack 9 makes a straight, but then there's a whole bunch of other straight draws out there as well. Single jack holding. Single 9 holding. Ponkanov will just let her go. Blinds go up. 7-7 for Ponkanov in the small. 9-4 for Q. Raised to 2.8 blinds by the pocket pair of 7s. Q finds the call. Makes a pair of 4s on a paired board. 6 blinds in the middle. Q bets. No, Ponkanov bets. He bets small. 1.5 blinds. Quick call by the pair of 4s. Jack on the turn. There's potential spade draws out there, but neither player has a spade. Q sees 9 blinds in the middle. They're going to bet 1 more. Very small sizing here, looking just to get showdown. Ponkanov thinking about reading into this and going for a raise. No, we're just playing call. River goes check, check, and Ponkanov takes the 11 blinds in the middle. Jack, jack for no let. Queen, no, 7-3 for Q. They limp it on in. No, that will raise it on up. We'll see what size they go. 3.5 is regular size. No let says regular size. Takes it down pretty poppity boo. King 6 suited for no let. They limp it on in. Ponkanov with a 4 and a 3 in the big blind. Let's see if they go for an interesting raise here. I think they went 2.8 blinds earlier. 10-8-5 flop goes check. 4 high for Ponkanov. We'll check it back. Both players pick up straight draws on the 7 turn. Little flush draw as well for Ponkanov. Only 2 blinds in the middle. Not too much of interest for either player here. Ponkanov will bet 1 blind, however. Does no let fold king high and straight draw? They say no, straight draw king high. We go to the river, 7 of hearts. Goes check, check, and the king high takes the 4 blinds in the middle. Ace 10 for Dumbledore in the big blind, 8-7 suited for no let. Goes raise call, ace, queen, 8 flop. Both players with pairs. Backdoor flush draw for no let. Backdoor straight draw for Dumbledore. 1.5 blinds is the bet by no let in position 4 on the turn. 8 blinds in the middle. Turn goes check, check, 5 on the river. Q sizing up a bet here. We'll see if they go over the pot. 12 blinds. They just bet a little bit too big. It's unfortunately no good for them. Unless it works out in this instance with the pair of 8s calling down. No let will think about it. And let it go. Ponakov with the ace and the 9. 8-9 for no let in the big blind. Suited and booted with 60 blinds. We see an ace jack 2 flop. Nothing doing for no let. This should just go check bet fold and we're moving along. Check bet fold and we're moving along. Ooh, little break time. Back to the action. We got a jack 6 raised to 3 blinds. Bonakov with a 10 and a 3 in the big. Probably just going to find the fold and move along. Find a better spot. They are going in the tank, however. So I thought about it for a second, but they let it go. Queen 2 for no let. They'll raise it to 2 blinds. Dumbledore in the big with 10-6 will call and flop a boat. It's a full house, yo. No let with queen high. Very, very likely to lose this holding. They're going to start things off with a small bet. Dumbledore quickly calls 3 on the turn. Dumbledore will check, of course. No let thinking about a bet ski here. They're going to make it about 6 blinds to go to the river. Be cool to see a call here. Dumbledore elects to raise and they will take it down. 62 blinds. Dumbledore moves along happily in first place position with an 8 and a 7 from the small. We'll see what they elect to do. Again, they've done a limp min raise 3.5 blind. Just got no idea what they're going to do here. 3.5 blinds is the size. No let will call king 5. Queen 9 7 flop goes check. No let with a backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draws. Checks it back. Deuce of hearts on the turn. No help for no let. Pair 7 still looking good. No let's looking for specifically a king. 5 on the river. So a little bit of showdown value for no let. 2 blinds is the bet by Dumbledore with the pair of 7s, and they'll take down the 11 blinds in the middle. Jack 10 suited. Q will open it on up. Ace 5 will call the big blind. King 7 2 flop goes check. Bet. Call. We're off to the turn. King 7 2 board. No flush draw. Very dry board. And Ace High actually just lets her go facing this small ass bet. Jack 3 for Ponakov in the small blind. Ace Deuce for Dumbledore waiting patiently will get walked out. 8-8 for Ponakov. Looks like a raise. No let might defend the big with 7-5-0. Would have been cool to see a 3-bet from the King 2 offsuit, but that's not going to happen here and now. Ace 9-6 flop would be very interesting to see an 8 on the turn here. I don't know if no let pays off a bet. Small bet ski here, 1.2 blinds, 4 clean outs in no let's head. In reality they have 2. Jack on the turn goes check. Does it go check check? 3 overcards to Ponakov's 8. There's plenty of flush draws and plenty of straight draws. We do see a river for free, 7 of diamonds. So some straight draws get there, such as 8-5, 8-10. Specifically those. River will just go check, check. Ponakov will show him the pair of 8s, and that's good for the small pot. 7-3 for verse 4-3. No let limps. Ponakov might raise. Look to buy the pot pre-flop. They do make it 3 blinds to go, and a quick fold by no let. Ace 9 for Dumbledore in the big blind. 6-3 for no let on the button. We'll let this one go. King 3 for Ponakov in the small. We'll limp it on in. Ace and a 9. We'll check it on back. 7-2-2 flop goes check. Check. 4 on the turn. No draws for nobody but a king high and an ace high. Plenty of showdown value. We'll see if the ace high bets for value, and it does. 1.2 blinds, half pot. Again, Ponikoff has showdown value, but they don't really want to have that 3. They still find the call anywho. 10 on the river. Pretty big brick goes check, check. And Dumbledore will take a small pot. 10-6 suited for Ponikoff. Ponikoff lets it go. Q raises 3.5 blinds with the 8-7 suited. No let with Queen 7-0. Is dominating Dumbledore here. Goes for a 3-bet to 9 blinds. What a play by No Let. Does Q call? Oh, they just find the fold. No Let will take it down pre. Ace Queen suited. Q will raise it on up. Ace 4 for Ponikoff in the bag. Get a raise and a call and a King 8-4 flop. Not much doing here for Dumbledore, but they still go for a C-bet. Bottom pair for Ponikoff. Backdoor, not flush draw. They play call. 10 of diamonds on the turn. So we got a straight draw versus a flush draw and a pair. Cool stuff. Excuse me. Turn goes check, check. King on the river. Ponikoff goes in the tinker. Tinks a little while. Probably gonna check. No, we bet 1 blind for value. And quick call by the ace queen. Ponikoff takes down about a 10 blind pot. King 4 for Ponikoff will limp it on in. Q with a 9 and a 7. Checks it on back. Jack 2-2 flop. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. King 4 checks. 9-7 bets. Half pot. And the King 4 swiftly hits a knock. Uh-oh. Ace Jack versus Ace King 3-handed. Ponikoff's in real trouble here. They'll raise 2 blinds. Q will 3-bet to 8. No, that will fold the 8-7-0. Hopefully Ponikoff just finds a call here. No ace high board. No, they just find the fold and Q gets no value with the ace king. 2-5 will find the fold from the button. Ace 7 for No Let. Ace 4 for Ponikoff. We get a limp and a check and we're off to the flop. Ponikoff might raise actually. But they do elect to check, which is good news for them. King 9-7 flop. Looks like it's going check check. Ponikoff will think this one through. And check her on back and make a pair of 4s on the turn. Not the best news. Not the best news. We got a little bit of showdown value. No Let bets 1 blind. Get a call by the pair of 4s. 8 on the river. At least it's no ace. At least it's no ace. The flush draw misses. But we're both just gonna show this one down our little pairs. Don't think Ponikoff bets for value here with a 4. That'd be quite remarkable. Anyways, check check. 4 blind slide into No Let's pockets. Ace Jack for No Let. Looks like an open. Ponikoff with Jack 9 in the small will fold. 7-4 for Dumbledore completes the big blind. Ace set 10-5 flop goes check. Bet. Maybe call, depending on the size. Backdoor straight draw. Will quickly fold facing the big bet. King 8 suited. Sorry, Queen 8 suited. Wait. King Queen suited. There we go. King Queen suited for Ponikoff will raise the button. No Let with a 8-6-0 We'll call the big. King 2-2 flop goes check, bet, fold, and we're moving along. I don't know why that was so hard to say, but my eyes just kept pulling cards from the other player's holdings, preventing me from telling you what Ponnikov had. Anyways, we move along. Ace King Q comes in for the open. Ace 9 calls the big blind. 8-5-5 flop. Backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw for Ponnikov. Gets a free turn. 4 of clubs. Goes check, check. 9 of hearts on the river. But of course, river goes bet call. No, it goes check, check. And Ponnikov takes the 5 blinds in the middle. Ace King this time for Ponnikov. Ace 6 for Q in the big. Excuse me. Ponnikov raises to 3 blinds. Quick call by Q. 6-4-3 flop. Backdoor flush draw. 2 overs for Ponnikov, but obviously one of them is very dirty. Q's got the top as the pairs and top kicker. Flop goes check, check. 7 on the turn. Flop goes check, check. 7 on the turn. No spade for Ponnikov. They still bet 2 blinds. Quick call by the ace 6. Queen on the river completes the flush. There's also a 1-liner to a 5. Interesting little happening here. River goes check, check, and 10 blinds slide over to Dumbledore. Jack 9 for Ponnikov. That's not a 9. Jack 4 for Ponnikov. Nobody has a 9. Where did I get the 9 from? What the hell? Nolet gets a walk with King 6. Holy. Jack 9 for Ponnikov. There we go. 10-5 for Nolet. What is wrong with my eyeballs sometimes? I don't know what to say, you know? Nolet raises to 3 blinds with the 10-5 suited. Jack 9 will call. I'll see a flop. Ace King 2. 1 spade for both players. They also both have backdoor straight draws. This is a better board for Nolet. They bet 1.6 blinds. We'll see if Ponnikov hangs in there for a betski. Wouldn't be surprised to see the fold, but they play call. 8 of diamonds on the turn. Jack high still best. Nolet's cards don't give him a good reason to bet, but I think this situation is a good reason for Nolet to continue to barrel. They actually just give it on up. 10 blinds in the middle. We'll see if Ponnikov bets. Now we get a free 4 of spades. So 5-3 makes it straight. Nolet goes in the tank. Sizing up a bet here. 10 blinds in the middle. And we're going to check. Give it on up. Ponnikov just has to show this one down. And they'll win with Jack high. 10-5 suited for Nolet once again. We'll find the fold this time. Ponnikov with ace 9. Might limp it in here. No, they raise to 2.8 blinds and take it down pretty. Queen 9 for Ponnikov on the button. I'll raise it on up. Jack 10 for Nolet in the big. Ace 6-5 flop. Goes check, bet, fold, and we're moving along. 5 blinds in the middle. Ponnikov doesn't have to bet large here. He just bet 1.7 blinds, take it down. 1.22, even smaller, a quarter pot. 5-7 suited for Nolet. 6-5-0 for Ponnikov. Blind on blind, playing about 31 blinds deep. We get a limp and check, and we're off to the flop. Uh-oh, Ponnikov's thinking raise here. No, but we do check, jack, 8 flop. Pretty boring stuff. Whoever bets will take the pot down. Yeah, we're just going check, taking the, check. Ace on the turn. Nolet will bet. 1 blind. Ponakov folds, we move along. No let checks. Ponakov thinking, do I bet one blind? Who's going to bet one blind? There's the one blind bet by Ponakov. And 7 high hits the muck. King 8 suited for no let. Look, it looks like an open from the button. Queen 4 for Q in the big. Ace 9 8 flop bottom pair with a good kicker. No let might check her back. Or bet real small. Q with the backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Flop goes check, bet, fold, and we're moving along. If Q check raises, that'd be really cool. They call 3 of diamonds on the turn. Boring stuff, boring stuff. Go check, check. Ace on the river. So there's some holdings like Jack 10, 10, 7 suited, 6, 7 that miss. I'm wondering if Q ever thinks about a hero call with Queen High there on the river. Probably not, but like, you know, there's still some stuff that misses. Anyways, that river went check, check, and no let took down a small ass pot. Ace 5 for no let. 36 blinds. We'll limp it on in. Ponakov, 31.5 and a jack and a 3. They elect to raise it up to 3 blinds, hoping to buy the pot pre-flop. No let will say no sirree. No sir. I'm going to come along to the flop. I might even raise as a 3 bet all in and take it down pre. What do you think about that, Ponakov? Get the fuck out of here. Fold. Fold. We're never calling. We got Jack 3-0. Ponakov folds. Seven, 7 for no let. Q in the big with an ace will play call. 10, 6, 6. Flop goes check. Bet. Call. And we're off to the turn. Be interesting to see if no let did elect to bet the flop, what size they would go. They end up checking it back. Having those 7s, they block a lot of draws. 10 on the turn, double pairs the board. 8 of hearts on the river, completes the flush and some straights. No let will call down the small bet. Q will show him the ace high. 5-5 for Ponakov, we'll raise it on up and get it on through. 9 and a 2 for no let. Will fold eventually. 252. 8-3 hits the muck. Ace 10 for no let. Might raise and take it down pre. There's been a lot of limping from the small blind here by no let. They continue to do that. 10-2 for Ponakov. We'll raise to 3 blinds. No let will do something besides folding. We're not folding, no sir. We rip it all in and take it down pre. No let with 46 blinds just behind Dumbledore. Ponakov with 26 blinds still in the game. 10-2. Oh, we'll just let her go. Ace king for Ponakov. That'll be a raise. No let with an ace in the big blind. Probably just playing call here. Queen jack 2 flop. Not too much doing for either player. Ponakov 2 over straight draw. No let with much less, just with an overcard. I suppose they have a backdoor straight draw as well, but they will just find the fold. Ace 5 will come on in for the open for Q. Jack for no let will 3-bet from the small. It'd be super cool to see a 4-bet here, but I don't think it'll come in with the offsuit ace. Like, we don't have to make it big. We don't have to make it big at all, but I think it's just a little bit too big of a 3-bet as well. But if we make it like 15, 16 blinds is the size. Beautiful play by Q. This is not going to work out. But it's a beautiful, beautiful play. Not going to work out. I wish it was a suited ace 5. Because then you could just say GG Q. You played your heart out. The offsuit ace 5-0. It's a little bit of impatience. Maybe we just play a little bit more patient. And we don't go for that big bluff with the 4 high. We don't go for the big bluff with the ace 5-0. Maybe we still have like another 30 blinds in our stack. Anyways, we move along with the king 2 limping it in. King 10 will raise it up for no let from the big blind. And king 2 hits a muck. Like, the thing is, though, with the Q is, there's been some very, very aggressive plays. And they've worked out for the most part. So, like, if you've got 2 major stumbles, what can you really say about that? Like, you've made it to the final 3. As no let rips it all in 3-bet with an ace high once again. They take it down pre. But I'm just thinking, like, Dumbledore's played a pretty good game. And then there's 2 major stumbles. And everybody's allowed a stumbler too. So you have to kind of conclude that they played a good game. Had they played a little bit more patiently, it would have been perfection. But we aren't striving for perfection, as Ponnikov will 3-bet to 10 blinds with the ace 9-0. What's going on here? A couple jack highs. Q will limp it on in. No let with the jack 4-0. Checking it back, making up here. Q with a backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. They'll bet half pot. No let will come along with a call. 10 on the turn. No help for a Q. Q continues to tell the story, and that will get the pair 4s off the pot. See, that was one of those aggressive plays that worked out well for him, and he's going to get rewarded here, providing there's no 8. 10-10 will open it on up. Does no let ever call from the small? I think we 3-bet. All in is the play. 10s will happily call as Ponnikov gets out of the way. No let looking for an 8, and solely an 8. Does not find it. Q back in the commanding chip lead with 71 blinds. We just got to conclude they played a great game. Did a good job of chipping back up. Got a cooler in their favor here. Ace 8 suited for no let will open. Ponnikov with ace 10 suited. Might 3-bet. Might just 3-bet. And what does no let do facing that? I don't know. But they make it 6 blinds to go. Hopefully no let doesn't yoink it all in. Let's just keep the game going. Ace 8 suited is strong. Maybe plays call. No let does fund the call. 9-7-4 flop. Ace high could be good here for no let. Weird spot. Excuse me. There's plenty of like queen jack, king queen, jack 10 suited. No let sniffs this one out, however. We'll just fold facing the flop bet with the worst ace high. Just like that, Ponnikov has about 34 blinds, 35. No let down to 18 and a half, 5-5 from the small. We'll rip it all in and take it down pre. King queen suited for no let, ace 6 suited for Q in the big. This does look like it could be disastrous if some hearts came. Instead we get a 9-8-5 flop, 2 diamonds, no heart. Q bets small, 1.4 blinds into about 5 with a straight draw to the 7. Ace high still best, and we get an ace on the turn, and Q slows down. Interesting little happening here. King high for no let could be the best holding, could bet to protect. I don't think this is a bluff. If we jam on the river, it's certainly a bluff. King of spades, we got showdown value. We'll just go check, check. Is Q somehow value bets? They value bet 10% and they get called by the pair of kings. Nicely done. So no let down to 10 blinds. King 3-0 in the big. Not what they're looking for. Q with a 9 and a 5 will limp it on in. No let might rip and take it down pre. There's the jam, and they do get it through. 9-7 Q will open. 3-3 for no let. What do? We rip it all in. Ace queen for Ponnikov. Very strong holding. We'll isolate the pot. Rip it all in. Looking for an ace queen or 7. A jack would also work. We get a deuce on the river. A complete brick. 28 blinds will slide no let's way. And Ponnikov is down to 20. Ace deuce. No let will open it on up. Ponnikov in the small with 8-9. We'll let that go. Q in the big. We'll call ace 5 suited. We get a 10-6-4 flop. Both players with backdoor straight draws. Q with a backdoor flush draw. Ace high for no let. Might just check this back. They do find it to jack on the turn. Q checks. No let checks. Although there's plenty of draws. Do we ever value bet ace high here? Nope. We do get a 3 on the river, so that means nothing. Quick count. I don't think this is a chop. Q does take the pot. 9-3 for Ponnikov. We'll probably just let that go. 2-3 will walk out. No let. Ace 3. Q will open. 5-5 for Ponnikov in the big blind. Probably going to rip and take it down pre. Unless no let finds a 3-bet here with Queen 4 offsuit. Why does it feel like it's coming in? They just find the fold, of course. 5-5, however, will rip and take it down pre. Queens versus ace jack. Ponnikov is in trouble. They're going to need an ace, some spades, some kings and tens and queens. Some sort of something. 7-4 being folded. That's pretty irrelevant. Quick call by the queens, of course, and they flop a fucking boat. But a jack on the turn for quads? One outers them. And just like that, no let, down to 3 blinds. Ponnikov, holy shit, gets lucky there. 2.5 blinds is the bet with an ace and a jack. No lets all in with 8-7-0, I think. Do we ever fold? We got 1 blind in the middle. We play call, ace, queen, jack flop. No let has 1 blind, and they have to fold facing this the bet on the flop. Ponnikov, 48 blinds. Ace 5 for no lets all in. 8-6 opens for Q. 4-3 completes the big blind. We get a jack 10-5 flop, all hearts. Q bets 1.5 blinds. Ponnikov will fold the backdoor straight draw. 8-6 or heart. We don't find it. No let makes a straight. Survives with 4 blinds. Can you imagine if Ponnikov and Dumbledore here get a big holding? Somehow no let survives and gets second place. That'd be kind of cool to see. Anyways, we got ace jack here for Q. Ponnikov with nothing doing. 10-2. Going to be folding some of no let's outs if they stick it all in here. 3.5 blinds, 1 in the middle. 10-7 will call with about 30%, and we're going to need to see another 10 or 7. Don't find it. No let is Gonzo Alonso after the huge cooler. Ponnikov making quads. Boat. Flopped boat for no let, and they lose. Ace deuce for Ponnikov in the big blind. 8-6 flops, interestingly. Turns well. 6 of clubs. Straight draw and 3 of a kind. Lots going on. The board locked up. Your opponent with ace high sees a value bet, or over bet, sorry. Obviously it's the value bet. But the big over bet will get through. Just like that, we move along. 6-7 for Ponnikov. We'll raise and take it down pre. 10-2 gets a walk. Ace 5 versus ace 3. We get a raise and a call and a king 10-7 flop. Backdoor flush draw for Q. Both players with the backdoor straight draw and ace high. Get a free turn. 9 of clubs. Nothing doing here. Deuce on the river. No pairs. Still we chop, right? Yeah, we chop. Ace king 10-9-7. 5 cards. We chop it up. Ponnikov bets 3 blinds. We might actually get this through. We'll see if Dumbledore can sniff this out. They do find the call, and we chop it up. 8-4, Dumbledore will raise. 9-10, Ponnikov will call. Queen 6-2 flop. 1 club for Q. They bet 2 blinds, half pot, and take it on down. 10-5 versus king 7. Ponnikov will raise Q. Are we just folding pre? Weird spot here for the 10-5. Oh, we come in for a 3-bet and we take it down pre. Nicely done by Dumbledore. 10-5. Dumbledore right back in there, suited and booted. Ponnikov with the same suit. 8-3. Oh, and we got the spade draw. Is the show over? 9-6 4 flop. We got a backdoor straight draw for Ponnikov. Backdoor straight draw for Q. Both players with the flush draw, obviously. King of diamonds on the turn. I think it goes check, bet, call. If we get a spade. Oh, that's an overbet. He's just going to buy the pot on the turn, unfortunately. If Ponnikov somehow finds a way to rip it in, they might buy the pot. Instead, they let it go. Big overbet did not work out for Q in that situation. Queen jack for Ponnikov. We'll flop top pair. 5-4. Dumbledore is a backdoor straight draw, but truly not much doing here. Flop goes check, bet, fold, and we're moving along. Ponnikov sizes up a bet. 4 blinds to go, and it gets through, of course. Again, we got the same suits. The spades, 10-8 for Q. Ponnikov with 9-4. Ponnikov thinking 3-bet here. They find it. 6.5 blinds to go. Q will call. 4.5 into a pot of 13. 8-8-3 flop. Q with 3 of the 8s there. Ponnikov with 9 high. No backdoor straight draw or flush draw. 13 blinds in the middle. Ponnikov bets 3.3. Quick call by the 3 of a kind ace on the turn. If Ponnikov just blasts off, the game's over, of course. Dumbledore running pretty good here, playing good cards. The deadly combination. Ponnikov does bet 8.3 blinds, leaving them with 13.5 behind. Q will think this one through and play call. 6 on the river. Yikes, I think the show's over. 13.5 blinds behind, and we got 9 high. All in, and the show is over. So if you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this bullshit out. Hopefully we'll see you in another video. Till then, adios amigos.